Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Everything you're about to see after the startup are all my pickups for August 2023. Okay, so as always we'll start with the digital pickups. I've got 3 digital pickups. One me and my buddy Adrian have been waiting for literally years to come down in price, and that is Huntdown. Just check it out. Go on Xbox Store, PlayStation or whatever, type in Huntdown and just check it out. If you're a fan of the retro, you'll love it. The other one is the Far Cry 6 Game of the Year upgrade pack, because there's people that watch the channel know I've been playing Far Cry 6 and loving it. Finished the main story, did everything in that. And yeah, the Game of the Year upgrade was $19.99. With that you get the Season Pass, which is the 3 like mini stories, like the previous bad guys. You see their perspective and why they're bad. And the Between Worlds expansion, which is the end of Danny's story, which I'm really looking forward to. And the last one was just Wings of Blue Star. Yes, it's a shooter, so yeah, don't know much about it, but it was ridiculously cheap, so I picked it up. So I saw Sore Thumbs post on the group, they had a massive Saturn trade-in, so I was just like, yeah, I need to get me some of those. Unfortunately, I missed out on about 4 of the ones I needed for the list, but I got these. And yeah, we'll start off with number 1. That is Die Hard Trilogy. Yeah, really cool game. I've actually literally had this 4 or 5 times since I've been searching for it. It's either disc rot, bad condition, or yeah, many other badness reasons. But this one was in really good condition, and Lee's guys did me a good price, so really happy to pick it up. So the others are Saturn games that I don't have, but not on the to get list. It's because they're American. We'll start off with the first one, and that is Congo, the Lost City of Zim. Yeah, so when the Saturn games arrived, me and Adrian were like testing them out, and Adrian ends up playing this for about an hour. It's first person shooter, it's not brilliant, but it seemed fun. He got into it after a while. Yeah, quite cheap, 35 squids, which of course is didn't come out over here, so I want to get the American exclusive, but not the expensive ones like Mega Man stuff. The next one I knew nothing about, never heard of it. Adrian hadn't either. So that is Creature Shock Special Edition. So this has 2 discs, and it's from I do believe it was is it Argonaut? So what can I say about this game? Adrian was playing this one as well, and when he got going we were just like, disc must be damaged, can't be quite right, because we're watching it and like cutscenes seem to be cut short. There seems to be sound effects and music just missing. But no, the game got released like that. Yeah, this is a special edition, has both discs, and it's not very good, but yeah. However, I did not pay £649 for. Wow. Nah, that's got to be some reference or something. No way someone in the past paid that much for it. Okay, not a clue. I paid 40, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so those are some nice pickups, and big thank you to Lee and the guys at Sore Thumbs. The next one is a bit of a what? So Adrian turned up a few weeks back. He's kind of like, Cliff, I'm having a clear out, sorting some bits out, blah 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 blah. And he had this bag next to him, had it next to him all night. And I was just like, oh, fair enough. And yeah, later on in the night he went, oh, by the way, that's for you. And because he's clearing stuff out, I don't know who just gave this to me. Is an inbox crystal OG Xbox. Yeah, he said, I mean, it's complete with the pad, and the console looks absolutely brand new condition. He said he's taken the CMOS battery out, or whatever it's called. I can't remember what he said, but yeah, and it was free. I'm not going to complain for free stuff. And I think soon probably he'll be selling the rest of his OG Xbox consoles. So next up is a pickup from a good friend of mine, Anthony. So he was clearing out some games, and unfortunately they weren't in the best of condition, and he was content with CX, but you just know, looking for a CX like that, it wouldn't have none of that, it wouldn't have none of that. So he was like, Cliff, would you buy these off me, blah blah blah, give me a price. I said, yeah, fair enough, we'll do that. And so first of all I bought this one, but I'd never heard of it. War Gods. This is true 3D fighting environment. So yeah, just War Gods. And I was just really intrigued. I looked at the back and I'm like, it's a one-on-one fighter. I'd never heard of this game. But yeah, it looks really good to me, and I like my fighters, and I'd never heard of it, so we had to snap that up. Next up, and the other game he had, and that is this game. Silent Hill. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool game. I was surprised I didn't have it. Unfortunately, it's not in very condition whatsoever, but I have checked it and it works properly, and it's missing the back papery bit, whatever they're called, inlay, missing the back inlay. That's the one, inlay, that's the word. So it was really nice, and I love that game. It's absolutely, I like number 2, but I think, yeah, number 2 is my favourite, but I do really like that one. And I like bits of my collection. I like to look on the shelf to look good, and that will be irritating. So I went on eBay, sending some messages from people that would sell certain things. So it was this. So basically, I just, I think you're going to guess what this is. And apparently, this guy is the top guy to do this sort of stuff. And yeah, it is really pro, but I have no intention of reselling anything. I got the front and back of Silent Hill, and it's actually folded the corners for me. You can definitely tell that it's just directly onto gloss paper. It's really sticky as well, but hey, when it's in the case it will look better than it does now. Let's put it on there in case it sticks. Next up, we went over to see Retro Dunk. So people that watch the channel for a long time, many years, yes, over 10 years now, crazy, huh? Remember him from the past because he did his review of the Ouya, as well as many other things, and he's still buying his sort of gadgets today to play his emulation stuff, and he still loves the Switch. But he has a new sort of pastime which he's been doing for a few years. He builds stuff. He gets these it's kind of like Lego and beads and stuff like. He's been trying many different things over there. If you follow him on Facebook, you know that he creates stuff. And it's kind of like, I've got some new stuff, Glyph, I've made some stuff for you. And I'll go on then, Dunk, what you made me. And he made me 2 of my favourite gaming characters of all time. He made me Bub and Bob from Bubble Bobble. Yeah, look at them. They are absolutely amazing. I think they're really cool. They're going to be finding a place close to me soon. And just stunning, just really good. I can't believe how well they've come out. And I mean, he can pretty much do anything like this because he's into this sort of stuff, but he's also into other stuff. For my daughter, he made Charizard. So I think, is it the same stuff? Is it? I'm sure it is, doesn't matter. Yeah, as he chucks them on the floor. He made, let's make this look good. So, oh, can't see, can you? Bob there, and Bob there. Charizard. So look. So you can make 3D out of them as well. And that is just really cool. And as I was leaving, I said, Dunk, that's really cool. Now all you got to do is make me a Luigi. And he already had one pre-made. But hey, you can't have Luigi without having Mario. Actually, I'm not too fussed with Mario because I am a Luigi fan. But yeah, I mean, look, how cool are they? And yeah, I'm pretty sure if you'd like him to, he'd make you some. Just send him a message, tell him what you really like, what you're really into, and I'm sure he can sort something out for you. So next up, we're going to take a break from games for a few seconds, but you'll see why. So, been collecting like official magazines over the years, and I've still got my To Get This for my Saturn and Dreamcast magazines. I still need quite a lot of the Dreamcast demos. I've got all the Saturn demo discs though. But yeah, so messaged my friend Mark, Mr. Mark Jarrett, and I'm like, this is my list, and he's like, I'll tell you what, Glyph, I'll pull some out of my stock for you. So the awesome guy that Mark is, he pulled me 5 Sega Saturn magazines out, and yeah, they're really cool. I shall leave some links below for him because he's got his own selling groups and stuff like that. I mean, if you know Mark Jarrett, you know that he covers anything magazine wise. Saturn, Dreamcast, N64, any magazine back in the day, especially retro gamers. He's got generally tons and tons of stock, especially the good stuff. And if he hasn't got it, I'm sure if you message him, he can hopefully find some for you. Put a link to his main group below, and it's worth joining because he does get some really cool stuff in. And sometimes he sells some stuff from his personal collection, and he does them at such crazy good prices. They're gone. So you just need to be there. But yes, Saturn mags. We have issue number 4. Which is really cool. Is this the one? No, this isn't the one. I mean, this is, it's so cool. I think this puts me down to about 8 magazines now till I get the complete collection. Then we have magazine number 11. Is this the one? There's one that brought back so much nostalgia, which we'll get to in a second. And so, yeah, but Daytona. They got the Power Nuclear Strike, if I remember correctly. Playable demos next month of Knights, Baku Baku, Panzer, Athlete Kings, and Worldwide Soccer out 18th of September. Don't miss it. Yeah, but Bland Machine Head. Issue number 13. No, still not got the one. I love seeing it. It's especially funny the letters page. Back in the day, Richard Ledbetter from Digital Foundry used to work for the Sega Saturn magazine, and every month I used to phone them up for like the news before the magazine come out. And I always remember one month I phoned him up and he just got back from E3 where they showed Sonic Jam off, and we was talking for about 2 hours. He was so excited. It's really cool. So yeah, X-Men vs Street Fighter. Wonder if that's going to be any good. I bet it is. I also got issue 25. So this is the one that brought back so much nostalgia to me. So back in the day, long time ago, when the Sega Saturn was actually relevant and it was out, Fridays, Saturdays and some Sundays we used to go to our friend Peter's house. And it used to be me, Jason, Alex, Stuart, other Peter, Chris, and kind of like any other lads local that used to want to go there. And in one room he had 3 tellies, 3 consoles, and in another room he had 1 telly, which is what we normally used to watch films on. We always used to sit and have to wait for our go on certain consoles and stuff, and we didn't have one. I would just take my Saturn, Jason used to take his Saturn, Chris used to take his PlayStation, but Pete did actually have a PlayStation himself, so it was just, you take your memory cards if you had the console and you just play on that. I literally would play for 6 or 7 hours, it was fantastic. I think me, Peter and Jason once played Worms on the Saturn for, I think it was about 3 hours, and we just turned it off then because we just kept burrowing in and digging. But hey, that's cool. Back to the memories. Yeah, so when you'd be waiting for your chance to go on the concert, you'd be picking up magazines or stuff like that, you'd be having a look around, reading instructions manual, remember them? Or you'd be doing some graffiti. Now this just brought back so much memories. Look, I mean, obviously this isn't mine. That is Jonah Lomu, who I've met in real life, and he wasn't a nice person. He seriously wasn't. I mean, I know he's not with us now, but yeah, he was not nice. Just look at the graffiti. I used to do that to all of Peter's bags. I used to sit there, colour faces in, draw goatee beards, give him like curly hair and stuff like that. And it just used to, so much memories. Well, look, Sega Touring Car, so much potential. If only they'd given it to some like people that were really talented enough to make more than 3 frames a second. Yeah, Sonic John Madden, Football 98, I still don't have that. Resident Evil Guide, and some cheats for Puzzle Fighter cheats, and Herc's Adventure. It can only come out in America, we didn't get it in the UK. And the last issue I got was issue number 33. So there's Doral, down, up, right, A and left to unlock her. Yes, or down, up, left, A and right, Doral, to unlock the gold version. Gameplay, ugh. One of the many companies, I think that was bought by GameStation, then Game bought GameStation. It was, back in the day, loads of people were buying each other's companies. Oh yes, speaking of Richard Ledbetter, I've got to show you this picture. If you love Digital Foundry, you'll find this a laugh. Oh, it's not much lighting. But there you go, that is Mr. Richard Ledbetter of Digital Foundry fame. Yeah, so in here we got Dreamcast, that's D2, we didn't get over here, Gun Griffin 2, we didn't get over here, Shining Force 3, Matters of Import, King of Fighters 97, fantastic, Gun Griffin. I mean, near the end they just had to go import because there literally was nothing coming out on the Saturn. But yeah, Tina, bouncing boobies from Dead or Alive. Such good memories, and a massive shout out. I mean, these magazines are so expensive to buy on eBay. People, they don't sell at the prices people are putting them at, but they're definitely trying it on. It's just kind of like, glad people like Mark still do decent prices. Obviously he's finding it harder to get stock these days, but when he does get stock, he does really good prices. So, like my man in Japan, Steve, if you want magazines, it's Mr. Jarrett, Mark Jarrett on Facebook, add him. And join all his groups because there are many bargains to be had. So I actually recently did a video game hunting video. I wasn't really planning on doing it, but the night before I was kind of like, you know what, I do this trip every year, why don't I just take my camera and film some stuff? So, and Top Gun at CEX, which doesn't really, the title doesn't really get answered in the video, but I'll tell you why I call it Top Gun at CEX. So we went to Southend. I started off down Lakeside, which we spent way too long in there. On the in stock, so I've got my wish list on CEX, obviously they had 4 games that I was after, and I was like, yes, I can check the quality and all that. Picked the first one up, fantastic quality, I had to have it. I mean, they changed the box to an OG Xbox box because it was in a black box and it looked wrong. But the other 2, Batman Returns and the SNES, oh, dreadful, looked like it'd been in a puddle for 3 years. Mario Advance 3 or 4, which was just torn to tatters. And a Morrowind Game of the Year edition was just disc, no manual, and a ripped cover. But the one they had on my to get list, which is what I've actually had in a CEX pickup videos, but it got returned. And I got it from CEX, so we did some Top Gunning at CEX. See? Watch this video, now the title makes sense, yeah? But yeah, so this is top condition. I literally have yet to test it. It's about the only thing out of this lot I haven't. Oh, this and the next 2 items I haven't tested. But yeah, looking forward to actually giving that a proper play. The Top Gun films made everyone want to play and watch Top Gun stuff. So yeah, I'm Maverick. After that, on the way to Southend, we went into Ali, the Retro Hunter. Unfortunately, I didn't have as long as normal in there. I managed to get about 40 minutes. Normally I like to try and spend like an hour or 2 in there. It's massive now. Like the arcade that was next door is not through and it's just toys. And unfortunately, he didn't have anything on my to get list, but he always had stuff of interest to me. And I bought something that I haven't bought for ages. And my friend Stuart, his favourite console, I bought 2 handheld, I should say. Sorry, I bought 2 Atari Lynx games. I bought Steel Talons, which is like the 3D helicopter type LHX chopper. Or cross between the Afterburner that was on PSP type game, and Amazing Edition with a bit of sealed wrapping, and Stun Runner, which I've never played ever. But I bought some Atari Lynx games. It's probably been over 5 years. The actual last Atari Lynx game I got, my friend Stuart sent to me in a box. So yeah, I have some Atari Lynx stuff, they're doubles. So yeah, I bought some more, and I'm a bit worried. It's like, right, I now have to get my Lynx out of storage and pray that it still works. But fingers crossed. If you watch the video game hunting episode 35, you'll see it was a great time in Southend. There's many good places to visit, but on the day there wasn't much for me. There isn't much to get. This is quite small, but I really did enjoy the day going out. Also, Ace Comics is fantastic in Southend. He's a really nice guy who works in it. Really nice guy. So next up, sorting out some of my discs and so forth from a Saturn, I found I had a demo disc. I didn't have a case for it, which every Saturn should have, because every Saturn owner, early adopters from back in the day, have played this demo disc to death. Bootleg sampler. Yeah, I spent so much time on this demo disc. Virtua Fighter 2, you know, there's lots of videos, but World Series, Baseball 2, Clockwork Knight 2, Bug, and Sega Rally Championship. I played Sega Rally Championship a gajillion times and loved every moment of it. This was £3 posted. And so I got the disc. I do have the disc upstairs, and my disc is actually in a million times worse condition than this. But yeah, £3 posted. Lovely bit of nostalgia. So Retro Dunk told me about Lotus 1. So I've been playing that, really enjoying that. And so me and Adrian were watching some videos on YouTube, and he's like, oh, Lotus 1, this is the other version, whatever, Lotus 2. We found out Lotus 2 came out on the Mega Drive, which is a version of Lotus 3. I can't remember what he said. So I went online and purchased it. £9 posted. Yeah. Something fun and games. The label's been removed. And it is boxed with manual, complete in conditional, whatever. Yeah, so I have yet to play that. I am looking forward to play it. What's that big sticker on the front? It's not a sticker. Head-to-head 2-player racing. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, and so I shall give that a try soon. And my last 3 games were one of these, or on the to-get list. big OG Xbox local pickup. Not much to keep apart from these three, but yeah, some good stuff there. So 3 games. First one, didn't really intend on like keeping this, but watching videos and like, actually this looks quite good. I got Backyard Wrestling 2, There Goes the Neighborhood. I know nothing about these games, absolutely zero. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a try. So, and not much else I can say. I mean, I'm not really good at wrestling games either. But hey, the next one is a fantastic game. You know, I've always seen it out and about. Never really had interest to pick it up, but it's in this bundle, so I decided to keep it. Metal Slug 3, which I have on many collections, here, there and everywhere, boxed with manual and in really nice clean condition. The only thing I would say about these Xbox games is they smell like they've been in storage for a very long time and they don't smell nice. But the star of the show, the one game which made me go, yeah, I'm getting that bundle. I would have got a bundle anyway, but seeing this was a massive bonus because back in the day I kept seeing this about £7 or £8. I'm like, nah, too much. Now it's like a £30 to £50 game, and it's on Game Pass. But I loved playing it. I played this game back in the day. Cliff, shut up, tell us what it is. Psychonauts, yay! Box with manual, complete, and in absolutely flawless condition. So I never played it on the OG Xbox when it came out. I played it via emulation on the 360. And it got to this part where quite a bit into the game you have to climb over this wall. And there's a glitch on the PAL 360 version where you just get stuck and you can't continue. You can't, you literally have to format, delete your save and start again. So me not happy with that, so I stopped playing it. But always intended to pick this back up. I know it's on Game Pass, but I like the physical. Do look forward to playing the second one. And I know that when you pop this disc in the Xbox Series X, you get a nice shiny, sprinkling, dusty Stardust. I don't know, but a nice, awesome graphics and updated version of the original Psychonauts. And I really was getting into it. I really was enjoying it until it bloody glitched out on me. Well, it's not really a glitch, it's a permanent thing because they never fixed it, but it was just so cool that we could play OG Xbox games on 360. I keep forgetting you can do that, I seriously do. Back in the day, and it's just like, it was just the best. I mean, you can still carry some of my favourite games over there, and I do still play on my Star Wars 360 Outrun Coast to Coast, and it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous on the Xbox 360, and it's such a good game. So yeah, so these are all my buys for the month. I have been playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it's fantastic. It really is. It's absolutely awesome. Played it on the standard mode. I did not want to do easy. I wanted to play it properly, and from start to finish, really good. There's definitely some bits of content missing. I don't remember it very well from the original because I played for it on the Wii when it came out. But yeah, really good, and really enjoyed it. And I'm now finally playing Sonic Colors Ultimate Mega Edition on the Series X. And yeah, it's alright. It's not grabbed me straight away, but I'm kind of like, yep, I need to play this, and yeah, I'll fight my way through it. But I mean, I might not go through and get every single collectible in the game, but we'll see. We see how much it grabs me. So there we go, guys. My questions to you this month is, what did you buy? Did you pick anything up? Yeah, so big thanks to Mark for the magazines. You're a superstar. I'm getting so close to completing my Saturn and Dreamcast magazine collection now. Come on, get my last few. Help me find my last few, please, buddy. Big thank you to Adrian, of course, for the Crystal Xbox. I mean, thank you. Absolutely awesome. It's my favourite version of the Xbox and just really cool. Big thank you to Lee at Sore Thumbs Retro. Big thank you to Anthony for the PS1 games. Dunk for the absolutely awesome figures. I mean, these are cool. I will definitely be getting more, so I'm going to find some ones that he's got to do for me. And yeah, so there we go, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Well, I might not catch you. I mean, you could be 8 feet tall, and yeah, you might like pull my arms off if you land on my arms or something. But what I can do drink this cup of tea. That's amazing. If you're still here and you love tea, put in the comments down below the average amount of cups of tea you drink every day. Because I'm definitely at 4 to 5.